This is the brand new C400 I just bought. It's not a very good hay cutter. It's been broke down over 20 hours. I got these latches here. Impossible to get in unless you go get your quick change tool. You stick your hand under. The only good parts about it still are the beaters and the cutter bar. It's the only two parts they didn't redesign. To get this off takes two people. There's a grease fitting up behind here. You got to turn just right and you can get in through this hole. But if you got to change the hat out, you got to have two people. Otherwise you can't get this and this off to get the drive shaft out. They came with a quick change knife system, but after leaving the dealership with it and cutting one day, I went back to get some knives and come to find out the quick change knives are unavailable. So I had to spend about 5 or 6 hours taking all that off and going back to the old style. When it came from the dealership, they had regular nut protectors and not lifters on these two, so the cutter choked up constantly. So put these back on the outside and that solved that issue. Moving around to the back, they did away with the greasable A-arms to push the header, and now they've got this one sitting on a dry socket. It's actually pretty strong on this side. These two are greasable, but this is going to wear out. They use a tiny 3/4 inch pin to hold it in place. That's not going to last very long. They did away with mechanical up and down latch. Now you just got a ball valve. Hope the hoses hold. Moving back here, this is extremely light. Up there it vibrates constantly, and it's only a matter of time before that breaks. In the middle, it's going to start to rust out where it vibrates there. On this side, they have what they call a quadrant. You can see mine is missing. It broke out twice already since it was new. The second time it broke, it actually hadn't even cut any hay. We put it in Smithville and drove about 25 miles here, and it broke out on the county road. It's only just a small bolt, carriage bolt here, and this one, which is still in there, just breaks off, which takes time to get out after it happens. They moved the feet to adjust your height up inside there. It makes it really difficult to raise and lower your height. And then on this side, your A-arm isn't greasable. It's just, this hay cutter's only cut about 150 acres. As you can see, that hole's already getting worn, as with this one. I wonder how long that's gonna last. I'm taking this cutter back, and I'm getting them to find me a 946, because this is not a comparable model. I wouldn't recommend anyone buys it.